What's good, y'all? What's good, Skins fans? I hope everybody had a good weekend. I had a great weekend. I had an awesome time. Great time with family. Had a great time. But let's get back to business. Let's talk about these Skins, man. So Redskins, we got the funniest fans on the planet Earth, man. We really do. We create so many rumors and stuff like Redskins Twitter, Redskins Instagram. We got the funniest fans in the whole league on the planet Earth. Um, I remember when everybody was like, when somebody tweeted the big splash, I think it was JP Finlay, he said the Redskins are looking for a big splash. Everybody was like, oh, we're going to get AJ Green, we're going to trade a first round, second round pick or whatever, Josh Doxson, trade whoever for AJ Green. And then the next thing you know, Stephon Diggs tweeted something about, tweeted the eye emoji. And then Stephon Diggs' brother tweeted him or put him on, Stephon Diggs on Instagram with a Redskins jersey. It was funny as a mug. Like, I was getting DMs, getting texts, stuff like that, saying, "Oh, Stephon Diggs is possibly coming to DC." I was like, "Nah, that's not happening." In a dream world, in a perfect world, yes, we would have Stephon Diggs on the Redskins. Yes, we would have AJ Green on the Redskins. We would have, Dwayne Haskins is an elite quarterback. We would have, the running backs that we have, and everybody would just be stacked. We would just have a dream team, Pro Bowl, All-Star, Super Bowl winning team with AJ Green and Stephon Diggs as wide receivers on both sides of the ball. Like on one side, Stephon Diggs, one side, AJ Green. I mean, that would be perfect, man. That would just be awesome. Either one of those guys, I would take either or for real. But the big Redskins rumor that I will address today, that obviously is not going to happen, that possibly really could happen in the middle of the season. You never know, because a lot of trades do happen and stuff like that. Is Marvin Jones Jr. or Senior? I forgot which one he is, for the Detroit Lions, the wide receiver, he did have a 1,000-yard receiving. He did have a 1,000-yard receiving season in 2017, I think, something like that. I really don't pay attention to the Lions because they've been irrelevant for so many years. The last time I really paid attention to the Lions when they had Calvin Johnson, maybe, or something like that. I just don't. I don't even watch the Lions when they play on Thanksgiving. To keep it 100, I really do not watch them on Thanksgiving. When they come on, I really don't. I turn it on, but I'm like usually on my phone, and I don't really lock in and pay attention to it. I just have it on because I like football. Sometimes I just like hearing football. I just don't even really watch it sometimes, like teams like the Lions. But let's get back to Marvin Jones. Good player, solid player. He's not getting really paid that much, $6.5 million a year. I was looking at the contract, 2 years left on his deal. But the backstories to this is him and Matt Patricia are not getting along. They've had their differences, things like that. That's a rumor as well. We don't know if that's 100% true. But they've allegedly said stuff back and forth in the media or to the media about each other. So and Marvin Jones is coming off a knee injury. He's in the middle of the pack of the receivers. He's better than some of the guys that we do have. He's probably better or similar to He's better than Josh Doxson. Paul Richardson, we don't know. Trey Quinn is injured all the time, so we don't know. We just have a lot of unproven guys on the roster that have a lot of potential. Like Cam Sims has a whole bunch of potential. Trey Quinn has a whole bunch of potential. Paul Richardson has potential if he can stay healthy. Even Josh Doxson has potential. He really does. He's tall, athletic, has a vertical leap out of this world like he plays basketball. 40-inch vertical or something like that for Josh Doxson. I mean, we just have a lot of guys. Even Robert Davis. Even Robert Davis has potential in my eyes. I think he can be a good receiver in this league. He can stay healthy. He's still young. Trey McLaurin, a lot of potential. Just guys, Calvin Harmon, just guys have not been healthy and have not been able to be consistent and show it on the field. And I think this year is finally the year that some guys are able to show that they can be healthy and do something. Like Cam Sims, I think he can finally step up and show that he's going to be healthy and produce in this football league, and produce for this football team. Same with Trey Quinn. Trey Quinn is going to be my breakout player of the year. I think he's going to have a great year. I expect at least 70 catches from Trey Quinn. I think I see at least an 800-yard season for Trey Quinn this year, kind of like a Cole Beasley, better than Cole Beasley. And Paul Richardson, when healthy, before he got hurt last year, Paul Richardson was a great player. I don't see why people hate on Paul Richardson. I saw some people hating on Paul Richardson, but Paul Richardson was obviously he was our best receiver before he got hurt last year. He had that nice long catch against the Green Bay Packers. He had a good catch against the Colts. Had a good catch against the Saints, even though we got our butts kicked against the Saints. But he played really well. The Cardinals game, he played pretty well. He had a touchdown catch against the Panthers. I'm locked in. I know my stuff, man. Paul Richardson had a really good year last year to me, and I think if he would have played the whole season, he would have at least had 70 to 80 catches last year. Probably would have had a 900-yard season to a 1,000-yard season from Paul Richardson. It's just, we had all the injuries. You know the story, but what's his name? Marvin Jones. If we did trade for him, I think it possibly could happen in the middle of the year. Maybe we give a 5th-round pick. That's if. That's only if Josh Doctson plays like some butt, and we just have all the injuries that happen over again. Cam Sims, knock on wood. Cam Sims gets injured again. Robert Davis, et cetera, et cetera. Just the whole injury bug catches us again. We still have Kelvin Harmon. This year, even if we have the whole injury thing happen, we still should have at least 3 to 4 guys that were better than the guys we had last year, like Michael Floyd. That was terrible. And I like Mo Harris, but it was time for him to go. Mo Harris probably will be good for the Patriots, though. I'm not even going to lie. Mo Harris is probably going to kill it with Tom Brady. He's probably going to have like 80 catches next year. That's the sad thing about it. But, yeah, the Marvin Jones thing is false. Just wanted to get on here and talk about that because a lot of guys were being funny last night talking about Marvin Jones being traded to D.C. Because he might be available during the middle of the season or something like that. Or before training camp. You never know. So keep your eyes open for that. I doubt it happens, but just keep your eyes open on it. It would be something to see. And then a lot of people were talking about Pierre Garçon, us signing him. I really don't see that happening either. I like Pierre. We all love Pierre. Pierre was awesome for the Redskins. Should have been on a Pro Bowl. Should have been voted for the Pro Bowl, but he wasn't. Had a 1,000-yard season. Had a lot of catches for us as well. Him and Deshaun Jackson. But I don't see us adding Pierre Garçon because, once again, I want to see those young guys develop rather than signing somebody like him. I think we're loaded. We have, 7 to 8 receivers on the roster right now with 1, Paul Richardson, 2, Doctson, 3, Trey Quinn, Robert Davis, Cam Sims. That's 5 right there. But we got a lot of receivers on this roster. And I think Kelvin Harmon, Trey McLaurin, that's 7 right there. We got a lot of receivers on the roster. And I think we just need to develop the guys that we have in-house for the future. I think we need to develop those guys rather than bringing, unless it's somebody like an A.J. Green. Okay, I get that. But if it's like somebody who's old, and we still have Brian Quick on the roster who's going to get cut anyway. But unless it's somebody who's like a stud who has proven himself in this league, then yeah. But if it's somebody who's in the middle of the pack, like a Marvin Jones coming off a knee injury, nah, heck no, I ain't bringing him in. Nah, no sir. We love you, Pierre, but we got some young guys in here I think who have a bright future, like Kelvin Harmon, Trey McLaurin, Cam Sims. It's time to let those guys play, and you only get better by playing, man. You don't get better by playing by sitting on the bench. You gotta play, man. You gotta play. I heard some stuff. I watched some stuff on the radio and stuff. Listened to stuff on the radio, watched it on YouTube about Dwayne Haskins and Case Keenum. Dwayne's got to play, man. He's got to play. But we'll see. We'll see how he does in training. If he plays like some butt in training camp, then yeah, okay, go ahead with Case Keenum. But if he's ready to go, let the guy play, man. You only get better by playing. This bench stuff, we'll see. But let me know what y'all think about these rumors and stuff. Trent Williams is obviously he's going to play in the season. That was a false rumor that people made. Just wanted to address that too. It looks like he probably will play. He probably does want some money, but we'll see. Things have to unfold, and you just can't believe the rumors that you hear on social media. You really can't. And I'm trying to think what else happened. Eric Flowers. I probably will make another video about Eric Flowers. Stay tuned for that this week, about him being named the starter. So I will be making a video about that. I probably will. I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna try to talk about the human turntable starting a left guard this season. That's gonna be very interesting. We'll see. Or being named the starter before training camp. So we'll see about that one. Let me know what y'all think. What topics y'all want to hear about during the summer, man, about the Redskins. We'll be at training camp July 27th. That's a Saturday, so be ready for that in Richmond, Virginia. Be ready for that. NBA content, more NBA content coming on the way. The NBA Awards is tonight. Probably we'll talk about that. And free agency is June 30th, Sunday at 6 p.m. Probably will be going live, doing a live stream, or just talking about where guys go, like Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, etc. Klay Thompson, other guys, Kawhi Leonard. There's a lot of craziness going on in free agency, so stay tuned for that. Be ready. All right, y'all. Hell to them Redskins, hell to the Wizards. Definitely stay tuned for the other channel I'll be making with my friend Damon. Stay tuned for that. That probably will be coming in August, right before football season starts, so it's going to be super, super lit for that as well. So stay tuned. All right, y'all. Hell to them Wizards, hell to them Skins. All right, y'all. Peace.